2016 was truly a transformational year for this company. An opportunity arose to buy what I call a crown jewel asset in the gas infrastructure business. That was the Columbia pipeline assets, a group of assets sitting on top of the most prolific, lowest cost growth basin in the world. And that opportunity came along for us to acquire it at a time when others in our industry didn't have the capacity to play in that space. So we were able to acquire it. It came with, on top of a $13 billion US acquisition, it came with $8 billion worth of growth opportunities to move that gas to the best markets in North America, but as well offshore, and now we're working on moving it to Mexico. We looked at moving out of certain businesses, difficult decisions, and that was primarily the Northeast US. It was a volatile business. We liked it a lot. It's critical energy infrastructure assets, but we had to make the hard decision to exit certain businesses so that we could take advantage of what we thought was better in our long-term best interest as a company. And that was hard on employees, but as I look at how both our bond rating agencies and our shareholders have reacted, they've seen the logic of where we're going long term, and the assets that we have now traded into provide a stronger base for us, a better growth platform, and less volatility going forward. So we changed our focus and tacked away from things that we couldn't control, they're still good long-term options, to things that were closer to home, easier to permit, and closer to our right-of-ways. We focused on finding those opportunities first of all, and we've created ourselves now a portfolio of $25 billion of those kinds of projects that are close to home. All have a 1 to 3 year kind of time frame to put them in the ground, and that $25 billion is broken up into several $500 million to $1.5 billion projects. Much easier to manage and higher probabilities of success. World demand for energy is going to continue to grow. That means it's going to need more crude oil, more natural gas, more renewables, more nuclear. It needs all of those things. So as I think about something like Keystone XL and our long-term projects, Canada's endowed with the second or third largest crude oil reserve in the world. It has global leading environmental standards, human rights standards, rule of law, and would be a logical place for those places around the world that are going to need energy to access their energy. So getting our product to the markets that need them, including the United States, is critical. So we believe that those projects will have their day. Barring some unforeseen event, we're very confident that if we just do those things, build our base projects, focus on our base business, run things tightly, maintain our A-grade credit, we will deliver that kind of shareholder value. If in fact we're so fortunate as to obtain approvals on some of these longer term projects, we think that will again enhance our ability to grow our dividend at a faster rate and potentially extend it even beyond 2020 into well into the next decade. We want to make sure that we reduce the probability of an incident to zero. That's a goal that we have. So we want to have the very best processes in place so that we can immediately react in the event of an incident, make sure that the communities are protected, our people are protected, the environment is protected, and property is protected.